Today I'm going to show you how to have a positive self-concept that makes you unstoppable in your life pursuits. You will learn how self-confidence can move you toward your goals almost on autopilot as you take on new opportunities presented to you. You'll discover what successful people do and how they think to accomplish their achievements. And we're starting right now. Hello Mindsetters, it's Dr. JLynn and welcome to today's video. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. And I'm happy to have you come and grow your mindset to develop your online business, and you have come to the right place. Do not miss out on any of our launches and having a psychological advantage to develop your business. Hit the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss anything. The importance of language and positive thinking is underscored today by the fact that thoughts are typically formulated in the form of language. This is especially the case during intimate conversations, issues or subjects that an individual thinks or even discusses with themselves. Therefore, positive thinking is directly impacted by the type of language we adopt. For example, if we use negative language, then it is difficult to maintain positive thoughts, which means that adopting a language that is encouraging and supportive helps establish a platform upon which positive thinking is built. So, what is positive language anyway? Speakers of the English language often have the option of choosing a positive statement over a negative statement in delivering the same meaning. For example, come to the meeting on time and do not come to the meeting late both provide a similar message. However, the connotation behind the former statement is significantly less negative. This highlights the influence of language in the binary choice of either positive or negative sounding, which also applies to thoughts. English is laden with several opportunities to formulate negative speech instead of more positive dialogue, and thus offers users a chance to choose the tone of their language and the depicted attitude and mentality as well. Consultants in the business sector argue that the choice of a positive language bolsters the ability of effective communication between 30 and 40% times that when a negative version of the language is utilized. That's a big percentage difference. The choice of positive words, language is crucial in shaping the types of thoughts and inner conversations that you have. Therefore, choosing positive words will help bolster positive thoughts in your mind. Encouraging supportive and triumphant ideas will inspire you towards positive conversations with your peers, family, and those you are working with as well. Positive thinking also underpins a positive mentality and attitude, which is essential in encouraging progress in some of the issues you are facing at home, in your community, or at work. Therefore, this shows that the type of language or thoughts we adopt, be it positive or negative, have a significant impact on their behavior and mentality, which means that this choice affects the brain. Let's look at positive and negative language in the brain. Studies that focused on the functioning of the brain and its relationships with the words that an individual uses reveal that words have an impact on the brain and how it functions. For example, when you choose positive words such as loving, kindness, love, and peace, you can modify your brain functions through the surge in cognitive reasoning and bolstering the activity in your frontal lobe. In this case, maintain the use of positive words in an extended period, and this can lead to the activation of motivational centers of the brain. This will lead to marked manifestations in your attitude, mentality, work ethic, and overall approach to specific tasks in life and work. Alternately, when you choose to use negative words consistently, you stand in the way of the production of certain neurochemicals which are crucial to stress management. Therefore, negative words often lead to the surge in negative thoughts, which in turn lead to the activation of the brain's fear center. This induces the production of stress-producing hormones into your system. As a result, these neurotransmitters and hormones interrupt the flow of reasoning and logic processes in the brain and thus disrupt the normal functioning of the brain. Therefore, the choice of language has to have a significant impact on the overall thoughts that an individual adopts. Positive words bolster positive thoughts and vice versa. Additionally, positive thinking is crucial in establishing a hormonal balance in the brain that encourages motivation, a positive mindset, and the willingness to perform the best of an individual's capacity. On the other hand, negative thoughts are a significant drag on the functioning of the brain, which is manifested in the negative, demotivated, and stress-driven mentality that is dull and lacking in drive. So to adopt positive thinking, there are several aspects that you have to adopt. These are highlighted by the significant characteristics of positive thinking, characteristics of positive thinking in monitoring your self-talk. People typically talk to themselves consistently, and in many cases, the external dialogue begins with the inner one. Therefore, positive thinking is characterized by the choice of positive language in the external conversation. This is because just like the internal dialogue influences the external exchange, our choice of language in the external dialogue will also affect the inner thoughts as well. Therefore, there is a need to choose positive language in the way that you dialogue externally, which will turn and shape the thinking you adopt into a positive one. So have you thought about establishing a psychological space? Positive thinking is essential in helping individuals to address unexpected events in their lives. For example, when something happens, say, to you, a person out of the blue, it's typical to have a knee-jerk reaction that is often negative. This is especially the case when an individual has negative thinking. However, positive thinking establishes a psychological space that pauses, takes some deep breaths, and seeks more information before the knee-jerk reaction. Thus, a positive thinking person allows us to be more measured and deliberate in handling different issues or meeting various events in life. Moreover, this approach will enable you to create some distance between the subject event and your reaction. In many cases, in negative thinking, the line between the event and the reaction becomes blurred, which means that any logical thinking is inhibited because of the surge of subjectivity. Positive thinking allows for a considered reaction after weighing all the viable options from different perspectives, considering positive responses. The view or perception of an event can be either positive or negative. However, by adopting positive thinking, you can see events in your life either through a positive perspective or at least a neutral one. Therefore, instead of placing blame on others, you can take ownership of your role in improving things. Additionally, it helps you to communicate confidence and optimism to the rest consciously. Positive responses also help establish strong, overarching relationships with others, which bolster happiness, positivity, and motivation of other people. Such good relations can also reflect on the self in form of self-respect and self-confidence as well. So, what about becoming a positive contagion? What is that? Positive thinking plays a crucial role in shaping the mentality, attitude, and even behavior of an individual. People adopting positive thinking exude self-confidence and the trust of others to do the right thing. This is especially important because we tend to mirror the people whom we spend the most time with. This underscores the need to make sure that when people mirror you, they display positive thinking, healthy behavior, and a motivated mentality as well. The underlying aim here is to lift others as opposed to bringing them down. Let's look at the importance of positive language. Positive language highlights what you can do as opposed to what you cannot do. It also highlights a caring mentality focuses on the individual's abilities as opposed to the disabilities, and overall seeks to highlight success as opposed to failure. In spoken language, it helps inspire, encourage, support, and motivate others to achieve the best they can. In thoughts, positive language is crucial in highlighting individual competencies and thus helps to establish self-esteem, confidence, and belief that are crucial in achieving laid out targets and overcoming challenges as well. Positive thinking comes in the form of what succeeds as opposed to what fails. Therefore, this mentality is problem solving because it highlights areas where you can help, repair, improve, enhance, or even fix the current challenges. It magnifies the individual's capacity to solve the difficulties, which helps inspire the coming up of solutions, minimizing the discouraging fears, and bolstering motivation even in the face of adversity. The relationship between positive thinking and a positive attitude. Ah, yes, a positive attitude is desired in many aspects of life, at home, in the community, and at work. Therefore, there's a need to actively pursue the nurturing and development of this type of attitude to bolster your chances of success in all of the different relationships that you have. Social constructs in the community as well. In many ways, positive thinking plays a central role in the adoption and development of that positive attitude. However, it's essential to note that positive thinking is not a naturally occurring concept of life. Instead, it is a conscious choice that we all have to work on, that an individual has to adapt to influence in their life a targeted way. Therefore, a positive attitude can be acquired through the adoption of a positive thinking approach and the overarching perception of the world as well. Some of the ways one can adopt a sustainable and effective positive attitude include reading motivating and inspiring stories regarding people that have achieved success. I love these kind of stories. This will motivate and inspire you as well as show you areas in which they succeeded in making the right choices that led them to success, and some of them had a lot of hurdles to overcome. In conclusion, using affirmations, creating mental scenes of success, and actively avoiding negative thoughts to thrive in your mind will establish a platform for positive thinking and thus a positive attitude. Moreover, adopting a productive lifestyle will help you to avoid getting negative. If you keep yourself busy, the chances of developing and harboring negative thoughts will be markedly reduced. Therefore, this section highlights the importance of positive thinking to be its influence on the attitudes and behaviors of the subject individual. In this regard, positive thinking bolsters the development of positive behaviors characterized by motivation, self-confidence, as well as supportive behavior. And if you liked today's video, please click the like button and share it with your friends that you think could benefit from this. You can leave a comment below. I would love to see how you're doing with your positive self-concept, development, how it's affecting your life and the world around you, and your goals. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this coming out every week. Also in the description below, you can check out my #1 recommendation for building the online affiliate marketing business that I have built. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here today. I wish you a journey that is filled with insight, joy, growth, and success, and I will see you in the next video.